Major country starting silver rush in June. Wait to go in on silver. News out today shows a major country going all in on silver, an absolute silver rush. There's typically a lag before this hits the US, and that means the 3-week countdown has started. In this video, I'm going to break this down to show you that silver price in June is set to explode with this silver rush. Lean in close. I want you to be prepared. This is from goldbroker.com. And the article starts by saying gold has been the asset of choice for the Chinese since the stock market underperformed and the property market fell. In fact, in recent weeks, the fall in Chinese real estate has accelerated, and we've heard a lot about this struggle in China with their real estate market. Basically, they've built and built and built with the assumption that demand would come after they build it. It's so strange, but that's what they did. And now they're struggling. And not only are they struggling, but many U.S. companies that invested in this property boom, they're also being bitten by this. Now, let's continue. This article says the first fall in property prices coincided with the start of the gold rush in China. The intensification of this gold craze also coincides with an acceleration in the property downturn. Property prices have now fallen by 6.8% year on year. That is big. A figure unprecedented in contemporary Chinese economic history. Now, the importance of real estate and the scale of indebtedness, this article says, the indebtedness in this sector have raised fears of massive intervention by the Chinese monetary authorities. Such action would have a marked effect on the value of the yuan. We've also seen that happening as the yuan is just dropping and dropping in value. Another metal, though, check this out. Another metal has taken a giant leap forward in the space of a few weeks, silver. This article says silver prices quoted in Shanghai continue to break records, while premiums between the Chinese and London markets are also at historically high levels. Trading volume in silver contracts also reached a peak on the Chinese futures market. The influx of long contracts even forced the Chinese authorities to raise margin levels to calm speculation. That's how big this silver rush is. This silver rush is a phenomenon. This is according to this article. This silver rush is a phenomenon still largely neglected in Western countries. People are not talking about this, and they don't even realize what an impact this is going to have on the spot price of this silver I'm holding right here. This is going to hit us in June. Watch, this says, silver's continued rise would be a generational event, as it would finally mean that the metal is emerging from its downtrend in real terms. This is the signal many investors have been waiting for to get back into mining companies. In China, the gold rush is now accompanied by a copper and silver rush. Now, I've never been interested in copper. Silver is bulky enough for me. Copper is just way too bulky, just in terms of the space that it takes to store it. But this silver rush is absolutely going to push our price that we're paying, our spot price here in the United States, up. This says this rush into tangible metals comes at a time when China is stepping up its sale of U.S. Treasuries. China has reduced its holdings of, that's a nice way to put it, they're dumping U.S. Treasuries. China has reduced its holdings of U.S. Treasuries for 3 consecutive months, liquidating a total of $76 billion in U.S. Treasuries. Chinese reserves now stand at $767 billion, returning to levels similar to 2009. That is a huge drop. China is selling U.S. Treasuries and stockpiling metals. That is absolutely a silver rush, and this is going to come for us. Now, this is a very, very unique time for there to be a silver rush in China, because the summer months for precious metals, June, July, August, typically we see a drop in price for our summer months. But as China is stockpiling silver just as much as they're stockpiling gold, and we clearly understand why. This article does not mention it, but China is fighting to be the top dog in EV production, electric vehicles. They're fighting to be the top dog in the production of solar panels, and both of those sectors require massive amounts of silver. Massive. Now, they want this so badly, and they know they need the silver. So, interestingly, this article does not mention that, but that is really pushing China to get as much silver as they can. And again, this is going to hit our prices in June. So the countdown starts. Get ready.